What is up, guys? It's Cancerous here. I'd just like to bring you guys a commentary video. By the way, this is some Black Ops 1 gameplay. This isn't for the story, it's for just being able to look at something gaming and just being able to hear the story that I'm going to tell you guys right here. So, I'm just going to put Black Ops 1 gameplay. It's not going to be very good. It's on recruit. I was rushing. That's why I died a couple of times. It's not because I'm bad. It's just because I just wanted to get as many kills, have it more action-y, and all that. One thing that I'm thinking of is, if you watch any of Leafy is Here's videos, you can see that he uses Doom gameplay, which I think is a brilliant idea because, first of all, you get a lot of action. You don't need to pay attention to the storyline because of all the action going on, and you can always just get your story across and cut the gameplay when you want. But when I'm doing campaign gameplay, by the way, this is going to be like a 17-minute thing because I'm doing campaign. I don't want to like cut the mission at a certain point because if I do that, it's just kind of leaving out the people that are here for the gameplay, wondering what the final mission of Black Ops 1 is like or any of that. But anyway, guys, I'm just going to tell you guys this story, how I was game sharing with this kid, so I'll get into it right now. Basically what happens is I'm game sharing with my good friend Taze. I'm just game sharing with them, everything's well, and we decided to quit game sharing, which I didn't like that at first, but it's okay now because I'm game sharing with him now after all of this stuff that's been going on. But basically what happens is once I quit game sharing with him, a desperate attempt to get Battlefield and Infinite Warfare, which, mind you guys, I did buy both, so if you guys want some Battlefield gameplay, Battlefield 1 gameplay, then you're good. But Infinite Warfare, I really don't want to put any Infinite Warfare content on this channel because it's not a game I enjoy, and I do YouTube for pure enjoyment and to entertain other people, and I don't get any enjoyment out of playing Infinite Warfare, and it would make YouTube more of a job than a hobby than what I really want it to be. But anyway, guys, I'd just like to say that this is going to be a video about, like, how I was game sharing with somebody and something happened. So basically what happens is in a desperate attempt to get that game, I basically just, I started game sharing with them. We had this whole plan, which, I'm telling you guys right now, never went through. Which actually sucked because I thought maybe I could game share with this guy and all would be good. We'd both get games and it would just be good. But what happened was the exact opposite. I bought Grand Theft Auto 5 and the deal was he either pays for half of it or what happens is he buys Overwatch. I'm just going to tell you guys right now, he didn't do either, which is kind of BS because I was putting in as much as I could towards that game share, trying not to rip him off or anything, and he didn't get anything. And he didn't contribute any to the thing. He bought NHL 15, which is a game that we never played. It was basically just a game for him, and he said that's good enough, and I said, okay, then I'll just take $10 off Overwatch, or you can pay for half of Grand Theft Auto minus $10, which he still never did. But anyway, what happened was I was just okay with that. But it gets to the point where my Xbox Live Gold gets taken off. I do have my mom's account. She's a gamer, and we're game sharing at the same time. She's just putting the games on this console. And what happens is I'm just getting her Xbox Live Gold, which she doesn't use. And I'm using my Xbox Live Gold for benefits. But what happens is he's leeching off my Xbox Live Gold, stealing all of it, to the point where I don't have any more Xbox Live Gold, which honestly sucks a lot. But what happens is I got really mad at that. I kept telling him to stop. He didn't do. I said that he's leeching off my GTA, and I had to confront him about it a couple times. He lied, saying that my account was off, even though the only way for him to be able to be playing Grand Theft Auto is for my account to be on, and that kind of sucks. But basically what happens is he starts doing this, and I'm confronting him about it, but it gets to the point where it kind of gets serious. What happens is I took his Grand Theft Auto account, and I went into the settings, and I deleted every little thing he had on it. which I'm not saying is the best thing to do, but it's the way I handled it, and I think I got some of my point across. And getting my point across was basically the only thing I was trying to do. Well, let's just say he didn't take that too well. He started making threats to me, harassing me, doing all this stuff, and I was just fed up with it. So I basically just said, take it off. Just kept telling him to take my account off, because I was still getting my Xbox Live leached, which I just recently got back, which finally I got back. But what happens is, I take it a step further, and he starts saying that he's gonna fight me, so I just take matters in my own hands, and in the locker room one day, I decide to just confront him about it, and he hits me in the stomach. I hit him in the face, a couple punches on me connected. What happens is he just put me in an armbar, and yeah, funny story about that is after he did that, that's all he did, and it was kind of pathetic, honestly, but what happened is it's kind of been a joke, put him in an armbar or something. Forever having a problem with any of this. It's just been a kind of joke. But it ends up being more than that, because what happens is he's still talking trash. Like, it wasn't even a fight in the locker room because he ended it with the armbar. He'd have just taken it like a man, but no. But what happens is he's still talking trash, making me look like an idiot in front of my friends, and so I went into Call of Duty Black Ops 3 and reset it. His gamer tag did get changed along the way, but there's more to that story, and I really don't want to talk to it because there's other people involved with it, and I really don't want to bring it up because, well, I just don't, because it'll just be throwing in other people that I did not ask permission to make this video on, and yeah. But by the way, me and the guy that I'm talking about, I wouldn't say we're the best of friends, but let's just say we're going airsofting tomorrow, which, man, I hope that is a lot of fun. By the way, I might make an airsoft video. I don't know. I don't even have a GoPro, and I don't know if I want to spend money on it. It depends on how good I get at airsoft and what I get for airsoft. It would make sense to get a GoPro if I get good, and it would just be a good addition to this channel. But if you just leave in the comments how you'd think about me adding some airsoft. I will always make sure that gaming videos take up the majority of this channel, and I won't make vlogs or anything more than this. I might make one or two, but it's always going to be more gaming than anything. Like, I mean, this is a gaming channel, and it's mostly for gaming. That's like, man, that's so unrealistic. I don't know why anybody would even turn a gaming channel into a vlogging channel. I mean, that's like FaZe Clan doing vlogs. But anyway, guys, the part where I just left off the story is I deleted his Black Ops 3. So what happens is he's still just shooting his mouth off at me. Another fight did not occur, but there's been a joke where I've just been taking out my pocket and telling him to hold it, which is basically saying that he is my bitch. Well, he was not taking that very well. He still talks trash to this day. I wouldn't say to this day, but earlier. But what happens, I've just been messing with him. It's just been a big thing, but anyway, what happens is, that's been going on. His Black Ops 3 got reset. But yeah, we're not too mad at each other now, but we're just, the fact that it happened is just kind of, yeah. But, so, ever since that, it's just been a joke, me calling him my bitch and all that, and it's just been a joke. It's not like anybody's really been getting offended by it, which is, or if he told me to really stop and that he's very getting offended, then, well, we'd get stuff sorted. But anyway, by deleting his Black Ops 3 and his gamertag getting changed, I think that I got my point across. Which is what I've been trying to do the whole time, which I succeeded at it, and yeah. But anyway, that's mainly what's been going on. So, another story. What happens is, I've been watching a whole bunch of videos on feminism and a whole bunch of other stuff, and I had this teacher, and she said, and she's just starting to say a lot of questionable things. She said that men aren't allowed to talk about babies or the day that they're born from even their perspective. It's the Women's and the Baby's Day, which I proceeded to ask her, the teacher, if she was a feminist, which that was not a very good idea, because what happened was me and the teacher proceeded to get it into an argument. So basically what happened was me and the teacher had an argument about feminism, and it wasn't that heated of an argument. I just put in my statements about it, and she put in her statements about it. One of my statements was a bit loud, and let's just say that the people in front of me, which are, by the way, the girls that were in my latest commentary video, sorry about them, I'm just telling this story, so I'll leave the link to that other story below so you'll know who these people are. So, and I'll also leave a link to that video at the very end of this video, which will be coming up soon. But anyway, what happened was I was just made my statement. Those people heard, they overreacted about it, and what happened was a whole big thing. And let's just say this class started off as a poetry class, and it ended off with just straight madness. But it got to the point where the teacher stood me up and said, "This is a young man begging for attention," even though she was the one that made the conversation going with everybody in the class. So it wasn't my fault that the conversation was class-wide. It was just between me and the teacher at that point in time. But what happens is that while that's all going on, she stands me up saying that I'm begging for attention. But then she says, the crazy part, she says, "But we still love you," okay? But when she says that, they sort of say, "I hate Reed," which is my name, by the way, and they also said, my mom taught me to say love is a strong word. Taught me that love is a strong word and you shouldn't be throwing it around like that. And then basically what happens is I say, "Yeah, well, hate is a strong word too, and you're throwing it around more." And what happened was, then the teacher had to talk about Nazis and Jews and starving children in Africa, because that's what hate really is. And yeah, I could agree with her on that, but I don't think she needed to go that far. But anyway, what happened was we got a big lecture on what hate is and all that stupid stuff. And what happened was, yeah, that happened. So we had a huge lecture on the Nazis and the Jews. And then the weirdest stuff, like, she went completely silent and walked up to the computer and just basically walked and put on this video about some guy with no arms or legs who was an inspirational speaker. And yeah, that was actually really weird, because then we had to watch that video. But anyway, guys, I don't got much else to say, but I do have this campaign footage. And at the very end of the video, you can see my other commentary video, and you'll also be able to watch that and make sense of more what's going on in the second story, because in the first story, it doesn't have much to do with those other people. I don't think it actually has anything to do at all. So watch the first video, my first ever commentary video, because they kind of tie in with one of the stories. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy both of the videos. Have a nice day, and goodbye.
Dragovich.
You should have been my finest agent. It would have all been so much simpler.
Dragovich!
It is! I gotta kill you! Trying to fuck with my mind! You don't know anything! Tried to turn against my own! Tried to make me kill my own president! Tried? Come on, Mason! Mason, this way! We need to move, Mason! Mason, this way!
Mason, you did it, Mason. You did what I could not.
Mason! It is over. We won.